This week on Fuzzbeat Unsolved, we cover the Lake Nyos disaster of 1986, a case that is as odd as it is unfortunate. Out of all the cases we've covered on the show, I think this one's more on the tragic end.
Oh yeah.
This event takes place in Africa, and the information we'll be presenting today will definitely keep you questioning.
Last time we visited Africa was regarding the assassination of Hazel Crane, the woman who died in November '03.
Ah, that one definitely left me confuzzled.
Oh yeah, I had quite some trouble sleeping that night.
Let's get into it. On August 21st, 1986, 80 million cubic meters of carbon dioxide suddenly and violently erupted from Lake Nyos, dispersing and suffocating everything within a 25-kilometer radius. This phenomenon, which took place in Cameroon, West Africa, claimed the lives of more than 1,700 people, as well as thousands of cattle and numerous other animals. Concentrated carbon dioxide gas shot up from the bottom of the lake at speeds of around 100 kilometers per hour, escaping the lake and traveling down adjacent valleys. As carbon dioxide is 50% denser than air, it was able to hug the ground, which helped in its descent into valleys. This CO2 cloud caused people to die from carbon dioxide asphyxiation.
So they basically died from smoke.
What? No, it's just carbon dioxide.
Well, I mean, they died from carbon dioxide, but from asphyxiation. You could just think of it as a cloud of smoke.
Okay, I'm just gonna move on. And with that, let's get into some of the theories. The first theory proposed by scientists is that a sudden volcanic eruption caused the expulsion of CO2 from the lake. Lake Nyos lies within a field of major volcanic activity called the Oku Volcanic Field, which includes 4 major volcanoes. It was thought that a sudden eruption could have triggered the violent expulsion of CO2.
A sudden eruption of what, though?
Well, I guess there isn't really mention of what exactly erupted.
So there wasn't any lava or rock formation in the lake?
Guess not.
Well, that pretty much completely rejects this theory, doesn't it? If there wasn't any precipitation in the lake, then how could there have been an eruption?
I'll get into that now. However, this theory is unlikely since there were no reports of sounds heard that could indicate a volcanic eruption by local survivors in the area prior to the dispersing of the carbon dioxide. Also, like you said, there was no physical evidence of an actual volcanic eruption inside the lake. The second and perhaps most plausible theory proposed by scientists is that the CO2 expulsion was the result of a limnic eruption. Volcanoes are signs of a layer of magma beneath the surface of a particular area, and magma is responsible for the release of a great deal of carbon dioxide. Since Lake Nyos lies within the Oku volcanic field, if CO2 emitted by magma near the volcanoes of the area were to travel up the crest and into Lake Nyos, it would settle at the bottom, where the waters are highly pressurized and cold. As I've learned in my grade 11 chemistry class, those are the ideal conditions for gases to dissolve in liquid solvents. As a result, large volumes of dissolved CO2 would lie at the depths of Lake Nyos, accumulating over time. However, since the top of Lake Nyos stays hot all the time, it would not be possible for this concentrated water to come to the top and release its gas, since hot water is less dense and would remain at the top. A sudden disruption in the lake caused by heavy rainfall, an earthquake, or a landslide could suddenly cause an overturn, in which case the water, which would have accumulated a ridiculous amount of dissolved CO2, expels all of it in one go.
So now scientists are just saying that a fizzy soda can killed everyone.
I guess that's a fair analogy, I'll give you that. And the third and final theory proposed by locals, and I think you're gonna like this one, is that the incident was the work of an evil spirit inhabiting the lake.
Absolutely not.
Well, why not though? Why not?
On this show, we only present facts, okay? Calculated facts. I don't want our subscribers thinking that there's some weird woman out there breathing CO2 into our cities.
I mean, who's to say that spirits can't do that? You don't believe in ghosts?
I mean, sure, they could exist, but they probably can't wipe out 4 villages with a single breath of air. That's unfair, man.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue against that. I'm just saying it's not impossible.
I don't think so.
There's actually a portion of this that I don't really know how to explain though.
Where?
Like here, it's explaining how the carbon dioxide spread and dissipated and stuff.
Oh, like kinetic molecular theory stuff.
What?
Just send it to my computer. I'll take over it. The kinetic molecular theory basically describes how macroscopic properties of a gas, i.e. the pressure, volume, moles, and temperature, result from the microscopic properties of the gas molecules, such as the position, speed, and velocity. As we already know, gases take the shape and volume of their container. They have an indefinite shape and volume. They are also highly compressible and flow readily due to the weak attraction forces between gas particles. These are some of the notable properties of gases which may explain why and how the CO2 gas was spread throughout the Lake Nyos area. Due to the fact that there was no actual container to restrict the dispersion of the CO2 gas, as well as its weak force of attraction, it was able to dissipate across such a large surface area. And there you have it, the science behind the Lake Nyos disaster of 1986.
Wow. You want a medal, Einstein?
I'll take it.
In any case, the danger of gases, namely carbon dioxide, was demonstrated in this event, as its death toll far exceeded many disasters known to date. Perhaps one day scientists will uncover the mystery that is the Lake Nyos disaster. But for now, the case remains unsolved.
Before we end off the video, make sure you guys smash that like button. Last video we reached 2,000 likes. Wouldn't it be crazy if we reached 6.02 times 10 to the 23 likes on this video? If we reach our goal, all of our subscribers will receive a free Nelson textbook. You can't get that kind of deal anywhere else, guys.
Also, make sure you guys click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys can be the first to watch our videos when they're released. We release videos every single week, so stay tuned. Until then, we'll see you next time.